It just tastes better, especially the way we're making it all fresh with all natural ingredients. We're using two-row barley, different variations, other grains, and of course our hops, and this is what hops look like when they're fresh. And of course beer yeast, and we're not reappropriating our yeast from batch to batch. All this plus just filtered water, that's all that's in the product. 2,500 bottles per week is what we're packaging up. And again, that's sold through the LCBO, two of our brands, our Dead Elephant and our Blonde. And that's sold through the Liquor Control Board of Ontario. The rest is sold here in our retail store that's on site. Being a microbrewery, we're allowed to sell directly to the public. This is the brew house. This is where it starts. So we have the hot water and the grains sitting together. We're just trying to rinse, get all the starch and sugars out of it. And then it goes over to the next vessel here, which is our kettle. We're using about 11 different hops, and the same with the grain, everything from straight two-row barley to wheat, to rye. When we're finished with the grain, all we've done is rinsed it. So it still has some value. That's used by a local farmer to help augment the feed for his cattle. So once we've done our brew, we've created what's called wort, which is what underfermented beer is called. And of course, boiling, and we need to get it next door to our fermentation room. Each vessel contains one batch, the 1,000 liters. So right now the wort's transferring from the kettle and into the fermenter. And you see it's all done by hoses. That's exhausting CO2, which is a byproduct of the wort and the yeast activity. So we just vent it out. It could actually generate so much heat that it could actually rupture one of these tanks, and these are stainless steel. So we maintain temperature at 70 degrees for the first week during the primary fermentation. Into the second week, we've already got some alcohol been produced, and we want to start crashing the temperature down. So we drop it into the 30s, and it won't freeze because of the alcohol content at this point. And what that'll do is it'll start killing off the yeast activity, and it'll also allow hops to settle to the bottom of the tank for filtration. We're actually doing something very unique here, and we dry hop our beer. It means we're adding additional hops to the fermenter as well, because it'll give us some great flavors you can't achieve by just boiling it in. It goes to this final tank here, which is called a bright tank or a finishing tank, and that'll carbonate that entire tank of product, which is now called beer, in about 2 hours. We only actually bottle about 50% of our product. The rest is going out in kegs themselves to bars, restaurants, and customers. This is our packaging area where we do all the packaging of our product, but it's still very, very manual, as you can see.
Biggest thing right now is just to make sure everything fills up properly.
We were doing one at a time, but because of our increased demand, because of being in the LCBOs, taking approximately 100 cases a week, we have stepped up to at least a 4-head unit.
Second step is quick little rinse and then start over again.
We're actually hand labeling all our product before, usually done by weekend staff, so that first thing Monday morning we can bring staff in to actually just do the packaging. But right now we're doing it all by hand. Yes, this is where we do the wonders, hand labeling. We have our labels all pre-printed with our dates on it. We are unpasteurized, but there's no chemicals in our product whatsoever, so our product needs to be refrigerated. So once the product is carbonated, as we said, we put them in our kegs, different size kegs, to go to various restaurants, bars, and customers, doing about 60 cases of product for the LCBOs and about 20 kegs that are going out to the bars and restaurants. So it keeps us quite busy. It goes right from the fermenter to the bright tank to get carbonated, then packaged, and then consumed. And that's really the best way to do it. So this time, when the guy does the talk, you're able to enjoy it.